After the U.S. Supreme Court blocked his plan to cancel millions of student loans, President Joe Biden will try again. Biden told reporters Friday that the administration is starting a regulatory procedure to cancel student debt through the 1965 Higher Education Act, which will take longer than his now-blocked 2022 proposal but is more lawful. As debtors digested the court's ruling that the Biden administration could not discharge over $400 billion in debt, the president spoke. Currently, the timetable and borrowers' future measures are unclear. Under the HEROES Act, which applies to national emergencies, the Education Department cannot widely cancel student loan debt, the court ruled. Before the decision on Friday, lawmakers and supporters were urging the Biden administration to use the Higher Education Act, or HEA, to compromise, waive, or release federal loans. Biden said he would do so, but through negotiated rulemaking, which includes public comments and many meetings for negotiators to discuss the new rule. The administration may cancel the same amount this time. This process's duration is unknown. Bharat Ramamurthy, deputy director of the National Economic Council, said Friday the administration's new course will take months. Negotiated regulatory processes typically took a year. It's legal. Biden predicted the HEA would take longer. It's the best way to provide debt relief to as many borrowers as possible. However, legal issues may arise. Social media professionals discussed the court's verdict. Friday said the court's written ruling implies many justices would oppose the administration unilaterally eliminating debt through the Higher Education Act. In the majority judgment, Chief Justice John Roberts noted the Secretary can waive or alter HEROES Act student loan requirements, but not rewrite the statute from the ground up. It's unclear if that applies to negotiated rulemaking results. Third Way's Senior Vice President of Social Policy and Politics, Lene Erickson, believes the court's decision is unambiguous. Borrowers have been jerked around for almost a year, she says. How long will it take to go through this whole process again only to end up at the same place? Student loans will resume soon. The epidemic halted federal student loan payments and interest accrual in March 2020. This moratorium, started by then-President Donald Trump, has been extended 8 times but won't continue. The Biden administration pledged to eliminate the student loan payment pause 60 days after June 30th in the debt ceiling accord. The Education Department informed Politico earlier this month that interest will resume on September 1st, with payments due in October. Loan servicers will be swamped by over 40 million borrowers making payments for the first time in years at once. Plus, 40% of borrowers will have a new servicer. An Office of Federal Student Aid funding shortfall means fewer resources to help borrowers, especially first-time payers, manage this procedure. Regan Fitzgerald, director of the Pew Charitable Trust's Project on Student Borrower Success, says many borrowers will have questions about how much, when, and what to do if they can't pay. She believes many will call their loan servicers first, but due to FSA financing concerns, there won't be as many. It's going to be a difficult lead-up into the restart, she says, with lengthier wait times, more dropped calls, and dissatisfied borrowers. An on-ramp to resuming payments will be available to borrowers. The president also announced a 12-month on-ramp to restart payments, during which the Education Department will not report missed payments to credit bureaus, to give borrowers a chance to get back up and running. This prevents student loan default and credit score damage. Biden stressed that it's not another payment halt and that those who can pay should. We'll use every tool to get you the student debt relief you need and reach your dreams, he added. Many will struggle to make those loan installments. Many borrowers have transferred their student loan payments to home down payments and health care, making the conclusion of the moratorium a logistical headache. The economy has changed since March 2020. In an early June morning consult study, 62% of borrowers expected to skip at least one payment and 56% expected to default. Fitzgerald said, strong communication from the agency regarding borrowers' options is more important than ever, because focus group borrowers are particularly anxious about their money. The economy and Americans' finances will be affected. My suspicion is that most of the folks who are going to have to start paying again have limited capacity to handle the increased expense, said U.S. economist Thomas Simons. I expect that this is going to be the tipping point that puts the economy into a recession, he said, if it affects consumer spending. Student debt forgiveness options may expand. Biden's initial approach would have been historic, but there are other ways to cancel student loans. Borrowers may turn to public service loan forgiveness, which has forgiven more than 600,000 loans since October 2021, without broad forgiveness. On Friday, the Education Department finalized a new, more generous payback scheme. Income-driven repayment also forgives. The agency claims saving on a valuable education, SAVE, will eliminate monthly payments for millions of low-income borrowers and save many more $1,000 per year. Finally, student loan-related job incentives may increase. Betterment at Work Vice President and General Manager Kristen Carlisle says the Supreme Court decision allows employers to aid their employees with debt. It's time for student loan support to go from a nice-to-have to a fundamental go-to for any company that's looking to offer a modern financial wellness benefits package, Carlisle said. Support can be provided in a variety of ways, whether it's by offering a student loan management solution to help employees better understand and easily pay down their debt, direct contributions through student loan, 401k matching programs, or sessions with a financial advisor. Do you think that students in financial distress should get some student debt relief? Leave a comment below. Take care and remember that your money matters.